Sojourners of Truth, the 144, chosen of the chosen, of the chosen few. You know who you are. I greet you in the love that lights the truth from my heart to yours. I am Celestial Earth in this divine energy essence. I'm all reporting to you live from nowhere other than dimensional timelines. And as usual, as per usual, I bring you the news to infuse if you so choose to infuse with that light up on this light grid activation. And if you're not infusing, you are refusing, which means prepared to be fried on the grid, especially right now during this shift. So happy transit, great cosmic shift of Neptune into Aries. Today was it. Today was the kickoff. I've been talking about it. It's here, it's here, it's here. Not near, but here, right? And very dear to our soul timeline, to our holistic soul's adventure in our soul unfolding journey. So, what are we doing? What is happening? There has been so much. I've been talking about it. Yesterday was a solar eclipse, new moon in what? Aries. Bringing everything into the season of Aries, the sun in Aries. It is in Aries right now. And you remember the sun is bringing everything into the outer world and our outer world life and affairs. And I've been talking about it quite a bit, quite some bit, quite a bit, right? So I don't know how many of you are feeling it, but this is the time. This is time to reface, time to face our truths and everything that we have come here to improve, erase, remove, retrace. It's work to be done. This is not lazy soul time. This is pat, tap that third eye and do what needs to be done. Get into your soul. I'm only talking to serious souls right now. Get it serious. Sirius. My Sirius star seeds, because I am that Sirian star seed, starship. Galactically speaking, I am Sirian inclined, right? Arcturian inclined. Where my Arcturians at? Where the Pleiadians at? Like, I got to speak to my galactic people right now. I got to talk to my people of the stars. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I do not wonder where you are. I'm not wondering. There is no wonder. It's a beautiful, wonderful, star filled day, night event, right? Starte. How are you? Peace, love, and light. You ready for that new calendar? You, you were the winner of the first calendar. You get the first free calendar this year. And if you would like to buy one to gift to someone, feel free to do that. But you will be getting the free new calendar. So, round of applause, everybody, to Starte, because he was the first one to contact and immediately get a calendar last year. So get ready for the calendars that's rolling out, that's shifting us off this timeline, as we should be doing our own shifting off this timeline, right? Hi. Welcome in, divinely here, right? Terrific. Ain't it? So, my star seeds, I'm speaking to us right now because this is a great shift. One of the greatest cosmic shifts that I've been talking about, that a lot of us have come here to be about. It's here. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Whether it feels good, beautiful, ugly, whatever the feeling is, feel it. Allow yourself to feel it so that you can reveal it, so that you can heal it. There's nothing to be healed, only truth to be revealed. So if you're not having a revelation, don't expect a healing. Don't expect a magical miracle healing unless it's mystically inclined with the spiritual principles and laws. All right? Ashe, miracles are a perfect outworking of the laws, the spiritual laws, right? And so we're here to be a part of this. This is that Christ consciousness, that Christ energy that always was here. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with whom? The divine, the great order of divinity. Not one big guy in the sky. The Word was always in the essence of the atmosphere that is already here, has been here, and will always be here. Right? So we are looping out. We are coming out of old, outdated ways that do not help us anymore, that are not for our highest good. We are breaking illusions, right? And this is something I want to talk about as we're shifting that planet of Neptune that is helping us to break the illusions, the intrusions of illusions, the illusion of separation, that whole duality. It's time for us to stop pinning ourselves against other people, things, and ideas. Everything is intrinsically designed to be connected as one. It is simply for us to find the harmony in it. So stop feeding into the duality. There is no this or that. It is always this and that as one, harmoniously so. The yin and the yang. Ashe, it is time for us to find that harmony. Move away. A part of third eye activity is to move away from polarized fixations, fixed polarizations, being polarized on either side. This is no longer that. This is what we are pushing the timelines to move beyond these illusions of separation. Yes, we live in a world of duality, but transcending it means there is no more duality. Not that we're not in the realm of duality, but you are no longer experiencing that illusion of separation as duality. But instead, you are being able to harmonize that duality. That is 22. Those of you who are seeing 222, you're being called the master builder. You're being called to move beyond the separation of duality and become a part of the harmony of duality, which builds and creates. It takes two to create that third party, third dimension. So 2D is the harmonizing of this duality so that we can bring forth 3D, the third dimension, which is everything existing in creation, right? Which is the life force energy that is moving through in a 3D, in an animated form, right? Animals, us, people that are peopling. This is all 3D, right? And then it is for us to even go beyond that into time traveling, as we spoke about last time, into the fourth dimension, which is time. It is creation in time. It is creation moving through time, as time, in time. It is when we recognize that we are vessels of time. Ashe? So the harmonizing becomes the creation, which then becomes an existence in time. And then we have 5D, the expression of all of this. Creation in time, in expression. Everywhere existing, simultaneously happening, if you choose to recognize it, right? Yes, Starte, it is all harmony. Everything is harmony. It is for us to harmonize. So if you don't know what to practice, practice harmonizing. Harmonize those dualities. But stop pinning yourself against something else. Even if you feel like something is against you, it is not. It is the challenge that has come to bring you the opportunity that is you. Because everything on the outside is a reflection of you. Here to bring you, through you. Ashe? So let us step into this. Break the illusions of time. As I just spoke about what time is. You break these things by changing your perspectives. Big time, major time. However you're looking at things, it is no longer that. Please break the illusion. Break the illusion of money. Ooh, Venus in retrograde is bringing back some stuff. It's highlighting some stuff. If you're seeing things, don't allow it to drop you back into the mindset of lack and limitation. That is the opposite of the mindset of abundance. You will not see your abundance if you're constantly looking at your lack of what you don't have, right? Or watching to see when you may run out. That's lack. Ashe? So we are here to break all these old perspectives. And as I say that, what I want to talk about with changing perspectives and what it looks like, because I've been speaking about changing perspectives. We've been hearing people talk about perspectives that are changing, right? But how? What does it look like? And this is what I really want to share. Is I've been hearing this replaying in my mind, and it's like it's like I hear the universe saying, I don't think they hear me though. I don't think they hear me about how we are changing these perspectives, right? So as the things that you are going after, right, and think that you're right in, right, it's time to change it. The things that you are going after and think you're right in, change it. Stop right there, analyze it, and change that thought. What you're going after in your life, world, and affairs. See, some people can't find the way into the next timeline, can't quantum leap or can't break the illusions because you're still holding on to traditions, to concepts, things that you're going after. You feel like, well, I got to get this and I got to acquire that. Change that concept, especially if you're doing it spiritually inclined in a way where it's spiritual bypassing, because a lot of people, and I'm seeing this, are using spirit to justify their means and their needs for going after things that they have not released in the flesh. And this is doing a disservice and an injustice to the soul. It is not helping. And this is what I mean about reforming. You're not actually changing and transforming. And what happens is, as Neptune shifts, as it is doing now, into Aries, Aries is going to fuel it with that energy of where you currently are in your mind and in your heart. Not what you're saying with your mouth, not the ideals that you would like to be, but where you in fact and in truth really are in your mind and heart frequencies, right? So if you're still holding on to things and you're using spirit, you are playing with the tools of the light by using spirit to say, I am doing X, Y, and Z, and this is for my highest good, then you are going to be a part of the reform. These are the people and the ones that feel like they may be changing, but they're not. And what you're doing is you're reforming this illusion, and you're fueling it with the Aries fire, because Neptune is going into Aries and it's going to give it that action, that fire of action and initiation to take charge. And you will take charge in illusions and still carry those shadows with you. Those who are in the shadows of the 3D and you feel like you can keep those ideals and attempt to shift into the 5th dimension, it's not going to happen. There's going to be a block already there. See, and people don't see this block. So they think they skipping right along in, and the energies are going to shut it down. It's going to be a non-vibrational match. It's not going to match, and you're going to be a part of the false identities and reform. All right? So it is very important that we truly go in and do a soul inventory of the perspectives that you hold. Because when we talk about changing perspectives, a lot of people are not thinking about the things that they're holding on to. See, some people are picking and choosing what they want to change perspectives. And so you may have something on the table, and then you holding this other thing out behind you and going, nah, not this. This is good. Double check what you say is good, because these are the perspectives that need to change, especially if there is no fruition in it. So if there's something that you've been working on and there has been no fruition, no manifestation, and you're wondering what's happening, it's because you have not changed your perspective. Your whole scope, your whole microscope and macroscope has to change. So let's take money for an example. A lot of people are like, oh, the money this, and oh, we got to go digital, and we got No, I'm telling you, digital currency is the reform of fiat money. So you're still going to be chasing money the way that they have set it up and regulated it and created a value system for it. And you think that it's something different, and it's not. It is the perfect example of a reform. So finances, they're still fear mongering people with finances and having people to think that there is a lack. I hear people talking of a recession, of things like that. That is to get your mind wrapped in a state of lack. If you are in abundance, there can never be a recession. Your abundance will always be there. You will not experience that because that will not be your reality. Not in true time reality. So your perspective has to change so that you are changing the reality that you are in. Everything, everything is shifting, and everything is changing according to your dynamics. This is the growth that we're on. This is the expansion. There can be the growth demands change. If we are growing, please know that there has to be a change. And if you're changing, there has to be a release. We have to let go of the old. We have to let go of what we say has been true to us. If your great grandparents been teaching you a tradition from time to time and you see where there has been no fruition in that, it is time to change it. It is time to break it. It doesn't matter how high in esteem they want to hold it. It is time for you to hold yourself accountable and break that very thing that they are still holding on to with a vice grip. Who cares how you look to them, right? This is a part of the soul sovereignty that we're gaining access to by the north node that was in Aries, which is now in Pisces. But this solar eclipse was helping us to gather that, helping us to find our soul sovereignty, which is having a responsibility in who you are, in your glow up, so you can grow up, so that you can exemplify how you show up. Ashe. It's time. It's time to stop playing around. Wear your crown, fix your crowns, fix your royal you. You are a star. You know who you are. It's time to stop playing with the low vibrational timelines and find your high frequency timeline. But in order to do so, we got to let go. Let it go. Let it go. It is time to do that damn thing, right? If we're in abundance, there can never be a recession. Exactly. Ashe, ashe. Our energy is our currency. Exactly. And this is what I've been saying. You are the bag. Your energy is your currency. You do not let them dictate to you what currency is. And when you walk in your truth, this is what I mean by changing the perspective. This is not the season to be waiting on things. You go out and you walk in your truth. You be that truth. You step in that truth. And by doing so, you continuously open the doorways and the corridors. You continue to open your timeline. And the abundance will find you, because the abundance is everywhere. It is the omnipresence of the divine. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. That's you. We're the lords of this land. So the abundance is there, but you have to see it. You have to come out of how they are presenting it and projecting it to you. And you got to get your own projector and put a true projection out there. Impress out there what you are in here. Neptune is shifting. You came for this particular reason, to experience Neptune shifting out of its final house, out of its home house, the final house of Pisces, completing the 12th cycle to come into the new with a fire, with new evolved souls in this 5th dimension. We have never been here at the 5th dimension while expanding in the age of the Aquarian, the age of the knowing, while experiencing this Neptunian shift. So a lot of us took this opportunity to be here at this particular time in life to cut it, to cut all illusions across your multiple timelines and lifetimes. This is a major deal. So explore it, feel it, choose it. Everything is choice. This is a choice point, right? And this is time for us to understand that even traveling, time, as I said, time is an illusion. And time travel is really happening the more we do our soul work and shift another timeline. Every time you break an illusion, every time you change a perspective, you shift, you quantum leap, which means you as a vessel in time push time, right? As you are existing in your own timeline, you keep time. You're timekeepers. We're timekeepers, time pushers. And we're understanding the entire existence of time. Break that illusion. We are not in a container on a clock. Time is not to be held on a clock. The clock is only a guidance. The physical money is only a symptom, an exemplification of you, the currency and the energy that you exude. Even relations are an illusion. How you are holding on to relations, let it go. We are here to be time keepers that are passing one another in time. We are time sharing. This is true time share. We are sharing time with one another. Cherish it when you have it and let it go when it's time to let it go. Ashe, it is to understand what they have come here to impart on you. And what you are to impart on them is to be in reciprocal energy and expand our horizon. Allow each one to be able to teach one within you, because we're all one within the oneness of it all. So these are all illusions that we're here to break. It is time to release that relationship that you think you just have to have. You don't have to have. And when you really understand yourself as an infinite soul, you break another illusion. You expand and you realize that, hey, if I don't have that person in this timeline, then it's not meant to be. That contract is up. It's to seek to be able to reach and see each other in another time. See you next lifetime. It's okay. Be willing to let them go in this timeline, to allow yourself to grow and meet each other again in another timeline. We're here to be soul keepers, soul sharers, however you want to look at it, to help us on our soul unfolding journey. Yes, time sharing with one another. Gratitude, we're welcome. It just hit me today when I was like, we are shared. You know how they do timeshares? Like you hear people talk about timeshares. It's like, that's us. We are timesharers. We are sharing time as we pass by in time. I'm just throwing out a lot of illusions out there that we should be working on to break. And if you're still holding on to it in a particular way and waiting on something to come to you before you shift, you're going about it in the wrong way. You're going to be trapped in an infinite loop and not breaking what you came here to break. Give your soul the glory of allowing yourself to magnify your soul onto your spirit. Ashe, let's get it while we here in 5D. So, with that said, I'm glad I was here to share that with you all. And thank you for those who were here to share with me. Thank you, my time sharers. We share in time, right? And enjoy this. And by the way, this is 3/30. The 30th is also a vortex closing. For those of you who remember, the 3/3 portal was the vortex opening 27 days, right? Which is 9 times 3. right? So 9 being the spiritual completion times 3. So that is what we just closed out. This was closing that vortex. So look at what you were able to see and get and create in the creative activity. Look at what has come up for you, right? Love and light to you too, Diamond, Starte, and all those who are passing through are sharing time with us. Toot toot to you. And I invite you to just really get in. If you haven't seen, at least look at the last 2 videos where I'm really sharing the information about this solar eclipse and this move, this Neptunian shift, right, into the next paradigm that we're shifting into, this glow up that we're getting into. So if you haven't seen those last 2 videos, I advise you to look at that as well so that you can gain some perspective or what it is that you can do, even as a ritual that I said you can do with dissolving things you want to let go in water and burning what you want to release in the fire. Like, do what you need to do for you. Write down what you need to release, let go, burn it, dissolve it, and make sure you write intentions. Write and be intentional. When you write things down, you write it down, you make it plain, you make it concrete, right? Thoughts are very powerful, but when you speak it, it puts concrete in it, and even more concrete when you write it and you make it plain. So write your intentions. Do some meditation. Drink a lot of water. And as always, I'm going to say, continue to say, detach, detach, detach. If you're still interested in the detach, the detox, the detach, do contact me. Divine Energy Studio at gmail.com. We will be meeting again tomorrow, going over this transitional week in the detox, and then there's more to come. This will help you to gain the perspective on what it is that you may need to detach from, what has been coming up for you, right? If it resonates with you, do not hesitate. Don't think about money. Remember, money is an illusion. So don't even think about, well, I don't think I have enough. Just come right on in, right? Be reciprocal. The divine knows how to guide us through. All right? Look out for the calendars. What are some other things we can look out for? Look out for the solar plexus workshop. Today was a solar plexus day as I'm working with the new moon, so I'm in my yellow, right? I'm getting my I am on, my discrimination, my discernment. You got to be able to discern the different aspects in you so you know your I am that I am. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking through? And is it really you? Ashe? So let's get into this work. This is like I said, this is not lazy soul time. This ain't for the lazy souls. All right? This is for the souls that are here to be about their soul's business, to mind their soul's business. Ashe. Get in there. Get in there. Yeah, yeah, get in. I'll be the one to celebrate with you. All right? So detach. What are the 3 things? Oh, if you're doing any form of fasting, I would say the 3 things you want to stay away from right now is meat, sweets, and carbs. Give your body a chance to take a break so that the spirit in you can truly guide you. And the 3 things as usual that I'm going to remind you to do to get through these turbulent energies: fast in any way possible, whether it's foods, patterns, behaviors. Remove yourself from any low vibrational person, places, or things. You know what they are. And raise your vibrations to the highest degree, to the 10th degree, whatever that is for you. Get into doing that thing that raises your frequency. Ashe? So with that, I love you all. I really do. I'm in this love frequency that unites us all. So remember that each one, reach one, teach one. If you don't know where to start right here in your big, beautiful heart. Shine that light right here from your solar plexus, from the inside out, and be the candle that lights the next one and the next one and the next one. Remember to like, subscribe, share, comment if you dare. Get them algorithms up and out there to our other star seeds. Peace, love, and light. Galactic family, let's unite. Ashe.